What's up, y'all? It's Clouds, and I'm in the building. And we're gonna talk. Today we're gonna talk about Miss Elizabeth Warren and her proud Native American heritage. Oh my goodness. I think I stole that from somebody. Shout out to the amazing Lucas, man. He's been doing good work out there. So, let's talk about this thing. We have Democrat senator. Gotta add that. Very important. You gotta know who's got morals and who doesn't. It's very easy to tell these days. Democrat Senator Elizabeth Warren has been on the warpath. Is that another pun? Has been on the warpath recently. She's released a political ad that defends her right to claim her Native American ancestry. So she released a political ad paid for by herself, which she releases the results of a test that shows, and I'll quote her, she has Native American ancestry. Full stop. That's it. That's what you get from the ad. And then also that she cannot be part of a tribe, or she can't claim to be part of a tribe, but her history is her history. Full stop. The end. Sounds great, right? Sounds great until you find out that, first of all, this Elizabeth Warren looks as white as the lily snow. You wouldn't recognize her for being a Native American whatsoever. That's why she has to go and make these bold claims. That's why she has to, release these ads and pay for these tests and pay for these political ads, so she can inform everyone of her Native American ancestry. Now, hold on, I'm gonna get to the good stuff. Now, these Democrats claim that this is just her defense against Donald Trump's rabid attacks against her heritage. About how he calls her Pocahontas, and he constantly pokes fun at her for claiming this Native American heritage. All right? Until you find out the facts. Now, according to pundits, this Native American ancestry that she's trying to claim, get this, she has 1/1024th. That's a fraction. That's 1/1024th of Native American DNA. When you combine that to a percentage, that's less than 1% of Native American DNA. Hold on. Okay? 1/1024th% Native American is what she's claiming. That's a fraction. That's if you broke that down into percentages, that'd be less than 1% Native American DNA. Wow. And this is what she's basically propping up her platform, that she's a person of color. All right, doesn't sound too bad, right? Until you realize that she's been claiming this Native American status for decades. All the way down to her Harvard application, where she basically checked off that she was Native American. Wow. There's been things, what was it? She submitted Native American recipes to a cookbook back in, I think, 2010, 2011, which turned out to be plagiarized Native American recipes, so she could submit them in a Native American cookbook. And then the whole thing about her lineage is that she's been up and down and left and right on this. See, first it was, I think it was her parents or her great-grandparents had Native American, they had Native American ancestry or Native American features. Said her granddad had high cheekbones, her pawpaw. But until you dig into the results of the test, and you find out that this Native American ancestry that she's claiming is about 8 generations removed. So from 8 generations ago, Then you find out that the DNA sample wasn't actually the Native American sample that they're comparing it to. It isn't actually Native American at all. It's somewhere. Well, the sample didn't come from Native America. It came from somewhere between, I think, Mexico and Honduras and Peru. So it's basically, there's a slight chance that she might have 1 in 1,024th of Native American ancestry. There's a chance that she might be 1% Native American. I think that's down from I think she was claiming 6%. About a year ago. I'm gonna have to pull up that clip. So it's from 6% to 1%. Again, she used this, she's been using that she's been a person of color. She's been using this rhetoric in her speeches and when she goes out. Like, she is trying so hard, desperately hard to claim this person of color status. And you might ask yourself, why? Why would you do that? Is it because she's a proud person trying to represent this Native American ancestry? No. It's because identity politics has become the rule of the law, has become the rule of law in the Democrat Party. It's all about where you're from, what race you are, what's your skin color. It's not about the actual integrity of your character, the actual morality of the morals that you possess. It's all about what race you are, what you identify as, that's it. Now that she can claim her person of color status, she has free reign to, apply to any kind of, affirmative action program. She can claim this person of color status, so she can get preferential treatment. She can use this to play to actual people of color, and so she can gain their support and gain their votes. Basically pretending that she is a person of color herself, trying to quote unquote relate to her base or whatnot. And it's all just a political ploy. It's all for political gain. It has nothing to do with representing any actual ancestry or heritage that she has. It's all about trying to appeal to this rabid idea of identity politics. What you are, what skin color you're born with identifies the person that you are. So if you're a person of color, you can claim certain victimhood status. If you're a white person or a European person, you cannot claim this status, and you're actually part of the problem. You're actually part of the oppression because you were born white, and that is the rule of the law. And until you reject your evil genes that's inside your body, you cannot participate in the political discussion. You're barred because you have implicit bias within you because you're white. That's what I'm gathering, and I'm sure some political pundit, some liberal pundit will be like, no, that's actually not what we're claiming at all. And then they'll use a bunch of word salad to try to reiterate their position, and it'll be full of lies. It'll be full of just outright lies. Like, there's no other word I can say. I was trying to find another word for lies, but that's what they are. They're lies, because that's what they're doing. They're lying. They're lying to the American people in order to gain favor, gain votes. This is the Democrat rule of law. And it's all justified because, again, white men are bigots, starting from the top down, starting from Donald Trump, and it just goes from there. And this is why you have this Senator, Elizabeth Warren, trying to claim this less than 1% of Native American heritage to escape the own kind of identity politics that her party has inflicted upon the nation. And this is why it's key. This is why they have so many quote unquote black faces and people of color trying to represent them. They're just that. They're puppet heads. They're basically this is the Barack Obama complex times a billion. This is it. It just shows that we were all fooled. They just used identity politics in order to prey on our sensibilities. You know, they're revealing their hand. You know, they're showing you like, no, this is what we're about all along. We're all about, you know, it's all about what race you are. You know, you're supposed to vote. You know, if you see a black face, you're supposed to vote for that black face. If you see a Mexican face, I mean, all Mexicans, you know, are supposed to vote for your Mexican people. And if you're Mexican and you vote for a white person, you're a traitor to your race. I mean, this is it. This is the end game. This is the plan. You know, this is why you're seeing so many of these people of color. You know, people like Cory Booker and Keith Ellison and the guy that's in Florida, and people like was it Anastasia or Katia Ortez. This is why you're seeing their rise, because this is the game that they're playing. They're putting these puppet heads in front of you. You know, they still have the same policies of the Democrat Party, of the white men of the Democrat Party. They have the same ideas. They have the same type of liberal ideas, but they have to put this face in front of you to fool you. And of course, people like Elizabeth Warren, they don't want to give up their power. They don't want to be replaced by an actual person of color. So this is what they do. This is why they put out political ads trying to fool the American people into thinking that they have you know, that the victim narrative exists within their own. This is what Elizabeth Warren is trying to do. She's trying to claim this whole struggle of the Native American people as her own, and it's false. You know, it's false. It's sickening. It's sad, and this is the state of U.S. politics, where somebody that has less than 1% of Native American DNA can claim that they're Native American, claim that they're a person of color. You know? So my question to you is, who would vote for somebody like that? Why would you vote for somebody like that that's, you know, spreading obvious mistruths? And the reason why people are going to vote for Miss Warren anyway is because of their own self-interest. They're willing to look past that this person, that this Elizabeth Warren has no ethical code, has no morals at all. They're willing to look past it if they get what they want. If they get a Planned Parenthood funded by taxpayer dollars, if they get more expansions of government, if they get more welfare, they're willing to say, you know what? Yeah, I know that this Miss Warren is a piece of shit, but it's in my self-interest to vote for her. You know, they will ignore any, you know, her moral code and her moral character. They'll ignore it. You know, and that's what they're banking on. This is what the Democrats are banking on. You know, that's why they want to come at you and say, oh yeah, we'll give you free Medicare. We'll give you, you know, Ocasio-Cortez, housing for all is a right. Medicare for all is a right. Everything is a right. You don't have to work for these things at all. We'll find a way to give them to you if you vote for us. And then take that platform and say, the people that aren't willing to give you this, it's because they're racist. It's because they're bigots. It's because they hate you. But I'm willing to redistribute taxpayer funds in order to give the less achieving people in society. Because let's be honest, those are the people that want this stuff. I mean, people that can actually afford Medicare, why would they say, you know what, I want free Medicare even though I can afford it? No, you want the best quality Medicare that you can afford. Right? You want the best house that you can afford. You know, you don't want to live in a socialist program where you're just giving stuff, you know, arbitrarily. You know, this person gets this because that's why identity politics is so important, because when they redistribute resources, this is how they will do it. You're black, so you get this amount of resources. You're white, so you get this amount. You're Mexican, that's the redistribution strategy. And that's why you have people like Elizabeth Warren trying to claim Native American ancestry so she can get in on the cash and prizes, so she can put on in her Harvard application that she's a person of color and get the rewards that come, even though most her features are of European descent. That's what you're looking at when you vote for because they're black or because they're white. That's the type of politics that you're voting for. And I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy with, because you yourself are throwing morals away in order for your self-interest. So I hope you're happy. Me, however, nah. I'm not going to throw my morals away to put someone else and put people like Maxine Waters and Kamala Harris and Elizabeth Warren in power. I'm not going to do that. I refuse. I refuse to give people like that power. And I will show them. I will show them when I go into the voting booth and vote the way that I vote. And that's what we need to do. We need to show these people that using these type of identity politics is wrong. And the best way we can do that is by showing up in that voting booth. So, hope to see you guys there. This is Clouds.